Hi, I'm Adam from Audient, and this is ORIA. ORIA is our new flagship immersive monitor controller and interface. We're really proud of it. It's incredibly powerful and was designed from the beginning to be an immersive interface. It's designed so that when you're mixing with up to 9.1.6, your life is easy. Every channel has an 8-band EQ, volume trim, delay for if some speakers need time alignment, bass management to send low end from speakers to the subwoofer. So let's say that your height speakers can't reproduce low end because they're small. You can send that low end through to the subwoofer inside ORIA with practically no latency. Everything is stored in what we call a profile. So if you want different EQ curves, you press one button and that's done. We also use the profiles to switch to our stereo outputs, pardon me. So if you want to have an immersive setup and your favorite near field monitors or large monitors that don't really fit in your immersive setup, you can switch to those with one button, and that will also switch the calibration for those channels at the same time. You can use it in two ways. You can use it as a USB-C interface, so you can use this standalone if you're designing an immersive mix room, or you can use this as a monitor controller externally using either the ADAT inputs, which means that you can have a high channel recording studio and add this to your setup, or there is an optional Dante card. So if you work in post-production for films, you can add to a Dante network and use this as the endpoint for your monitors. It also has two of our console preamps. It also has two dedicated headphone outputs which can have separate sound from the immersive output. So if you were to use something like binaural output from the Dolby renderer, you could feed that to the headphones at the same time as the immersive calibrated setup. You can use the control app to solo or mute individual speakers or groups of speakers. You can do the finer control in here with the EQs. When it comes to the EQ, if you don't want to hire an acoustician, someone whose job is to calibrate rooms, every ORIA unit comes with a Sound ID reference microphone. So you can calibrate the room and send the Sound ID reference calibration straight to the ORIA hardware, and that will replace the EQ and time management in that profile. So you can have a full immersive room calibrated within an hour. It's all done on the hardware, so there is no CPU overhead, which means you have more processing power for your immersive mix. And it also includes things like AES outputs, so if you have digital speakers from some of the brands that use AES inputs, there's no need to convert to analog and then back to digital. Everything is set up to be user-friendly, simple. There is also a remote iPad app, so if this rack mount unit is too far away, you can have control in your hands. The app will be free on the iOS store. ORIA will be available in Q1 of this year, so within 4 to 6 weeks. The US price is $2,625, and we're really excited to show you all what this can do in the studio.